Well, it's the end of a day, and we are sitting in our camp spot. And Ben, thank you so much for joining me here at SEF.
Dude, thank you for taking me in.
Ben got in late last night and spent the night in my tent.
Yep.
He put up with my snoring.
You didn't snore that bad.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. We both woke up early.
Yes,
and
to
then
a helicopter.
To the helicopter.
Leaving.
Thank you very much, Mr. McFarland. So then we proceeded to have our day. And did you have fun today, Ben?
I did. I had a lot of fun. And I had a lot of fun for not normal reasons.
Okay, you want to elaborate?
Yes. And one of them is super obvious that it's not normal. The biggest smile on my face today came from absolutely destroying my FT Super Hornet. And I can't even blame you.
No.
For it was totally me. But we were on the same brainwave.
Yeah.
Which was awesome.
Brilliant minds.
So he's got video. I actually told you that I didn't want to be a YouTuber today. I just wanted to go fly planes. But you grabbed your phone and came out and recorded me after throwing my jet and launching me.
Uh-huh.
And I'm so glad you did. Because I don't want to spoil it. I want to just let them see it. Because watching people watch it all day has been just icing on the cake.
Yeah.
Of having just perpetuating that enjoyment.
Yeah.
Of the thing that normally you would not enjoy.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that the reactions have just been absolute joy. And it was your idea to record the reactions too.
That's true.
So I'm going to put this segment at the beginning of my video. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle some of those reactions to that video throughout my video. So you'll see a bunch of the stuff that we've experienced today, and we'll have a few of these interactions sprinkled throughout. So you got to see some of this stuff. Some of these are really funny reactions.
You should put the reactions first, or at least one of them.
Oh sure, yeah. So let's show a reaction right now. So what was the favorite thing you flew today that landed?
Favorite thing? What did I fly today? Even though I just got in last night,
yeah.
If this day feels much longer than a day, and I don't know why.
We started early.
I think the favorite thing that I landed was probably that white Odal plane.
Yeah. Yeah, so Ben, tell them more about this plane that you've got.
So one of my former mentors / coworkers, guy that I learned almost everything that I do at work from, passed away several years ago. He was also big in the hobby, and when he passed, I found out, I learned who was helping to, curate or, take care of his estate, and of which he had several planes that he had designed himself. This one we think was a kit, but I'm not even sure of the provenance of it or where it came from. But it's this beautiful white fiberglass and balsa. It's kind of, I guess it's a warm liner, but it also could have been a sloper.
Yeah. When I was watching you do trim flights, and we'll probably have some video mixed in here too, but
sure.
When I was watching you trim it, it just seemed like it could go either way. Yeah. So that's interesting because you don't find that too often in a model. It could be a sloper or kind of a warm line.
It definitely could be a sloper, and I'm wondering if he had maybe started to build it out that way. So one of the planes that I got from him, I didn't bring. It's giant, and it was finished, and I'd flown it before. It's a winch soaring glider.
Okay.
But this one was never finished. It had 2 servos out of 6 that it needs. It's got ailerons, flaps, rudder elevator.
Well, that's so cool that you've been able to finish that.
And so, yeah, I kind of just took... it's been sitting for years. I've been keeping it and never really finished it out. And so this week I knew I was coming out here, and I didn't want to bring a whole lot of different stuff, but I was like, you know what? I've got some time this week. I'm just gonna. So I sat down and I ran through the servos, replaced stuff, got it squared away, and Finn helped to trim it out and give me a sanity check on it. So it was really cool. So that one was nice because it was flying a little piece of history, flying a little piece of a departed friend, and then bringing it back in one piece and learning more about that plane and just how it flies, how it handles. It's because I fly a lot of silly foam board stuff and other, giant silly things, and this is way outside of what I usually do.
Very, very different airplanes require some very different levels of respect sometimes, and I certainly appreciate that. There have been airplanes like DLGs that I've flown. It's just so different from what I normally fly that you have to almost like change your programming.
Yeah, your mental programming.
Yeah, your mental programming. So it's definitely something I respect because you've been out here doing chuck gliders, you've been doing little silly foam board things, and that's great. But you're also doing this kind of thing too, and so I commend you for that. It's been fun to watch you. As I keep saying, let your hair down.
Yeah, even though I just cut it all off.
Yeah.
It's been really good to just be able to relax.
Yeah.
Not feel pressure of almost any kind. So.
Yeah. And that's what's great about these events is you come and you just experience people. And it doesn't have to be loud people. It can be quiet people. It can just be close friends. It can be making new friends. I've made a lot of new friends again this week.
So what was your favorite thing that you landed today?
Well, I didn't fly the CB today because every time you land the CB, it's a win. but no, I did enjoy flying in the noontime demo again this year. That was cool. It's really an honor for me to participate in that. I don't ask to participate. They invite me to because they respect people who build at this event, and that is something that is becoming harder to come by. And there are people here that do build, and they do a lot of really cool stuff. A lot of like Mark Murdoch, that thing he flew.
Yeah,
that was the weirdest.
It was like, I wanted to call it a flying Dorito, even though that's another thing. In aviation history, but it was a lifting body, but it also, that's what it was, but it was all balsa. It looked like it was covered with tissue paper.
Yeah, absolutely one of the most unique models I've ever come across. Anyway, and that's the kind
like
of
a flying rock.
Yeah, like one that you would hide your door key under.
Right. If your door key was, this big.
Yeah. But needless to say, we're tired, we're hot. We still got one more day of SEF, and then it's all pack up time and go home. So we wanted to get this little intro/outro up because essentially we've experienced everything of SEF that really SEF has to offer. Ben, I'm glad I got you out of the water today.
Yeah.
To do some float flying.
Yeah, that was a fun experience. So we both have the OMP Challenger.
Yeah.
And you went and got what floats are they?
So the E-Flight Turbo Timber.
Okay, so you bastardized, ripped those floats off, whatever,
Yeah.
and put them on the Challenger.
Yeah.
And I have flown my Challenger on the same battery setup. Like we've flown the same airplane.
Yeah.
And so, but I've never done the floats. So, but I have flown on water, so I'm familiar. So you said, here, fly this. So I took off, and I want to say it was a little like almost sort of self-righting a little because it wants to.
Yeah, there's a little bit more mass on the bottom. Sure.
But like performance-wise, that thing, it's like it didn't even have them on. It didn't even care.
Yeah.
and like it still would pull vertical. It could
fly inverted,
snap all kinds of whatever.
Yeah, doing figure eights inverted is still just as easy with the floats on. It's
probably
wild.
easier because you can tell up from down. Like,
I never had that problem. Do you?
I declined.
Okay, all right. Moving on.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's flying off of water is a new kind of thing for me because, as I keep saying, I don't have anywhere to fly off of water where I live, and so it's a real treat to come here and do that. This has really been a year where I've tried, and I've had a lot of fun doing it. I got to drive a boat today. That was kind of fun. Yeah, Jay, he was very gracious and let me drive his boat around on the water. And that's the cool thing too. Like, you make new friends, and they're like, "Hey, you're a good pilot. Why don't you try flying this plane? Because I have a lot of fun with it." So, like George's albatross and Hobby King.
That thing is nuts.
Ballistic. Absolutely ballistic.
You took off, and first of all, it's a float plane with no wheels, but you took it off the grass anyway because
dry grass.
It doesn't care.
Yeah.
And it just went vertical.
Yeah. That thing was bonkers.
And then the wing over, and
and all sorts of tumbles and stuff. I mean, it does dumb stuff too, just like the Challenger. Yeah, so many cool things. So many cool things. Come to events, make new friends, expand the hobby, and share your flying works of art.
Economy of trying to build a new airplane that you don't know is going to be a success, or that you have a greater risk of it not.
It's very difficult, which is why Boeing will probably never do it, or would never do it first.
Right.
Which is why we've been doing most of our research has been aligned with military stuff.
Yeah.
Because you can.
Thinking about dropping bombs. Like at 17, you see the 17 bombs? Didn't you? Over there. Okay. Come back right in front of us. So right to left. That guy just took off right to left. Okay. We're doing right to left. All right. Good. Thanks. Yeah. It's heavy, but it's overpowered. Ooh, you know what we should try?
Cobra?
Yes.
I love it when we think well together. Do it, Ben. Do it. Do it. Oh!
What happened? Thank you for recording that. Yes.
Woo! Woo!
Come apart.
I've built one of these before. Remember that?
The multi-hill division, which some of you guys are like, what's that? It is the oldest rubber-powered that we have, rubber-powered class. And it's basically your ultimate rubber-powered. So all they do is with the 100th anniversary of flying them. And I won with a 7-minute flight with progressive flight. And so my airplane is now in the A&A museum. So take it up there.
Oh man! Oh my God! It just came apart.
Hey, Ben, explain to me what you're going to do here. You've got a discus launch glider, and now show me, you've got flaperons, right?
Ailerons,
Ailerons.
here, and they also obviously they work as flaps.
Flaps, right?
And you can deflect them up for zoom,
Right.
down, whatever.
Right, now there's one more feature.
Yeah,
Show-
this is a prototype version of the flare, and it has an added leading edge feature.
That's bonkers.
It has leading edge flaps,
Leading edge flaps.
which are very effective and make me look like a much better pilot than I should be with DLGs, but it's just super cool to have this sort of unique piece of DLG history, I suppose. I don't know.
Wizardry is
Wizardry,
what I'd call it.
yeah, for sure.
Very cool. Thanks for sharing. So this is the guy who owns and runs the place. Pretty nuts.
Thing going on special with Saturday, maybe. So, see that as a man. Kind of like the About 9:21 movie. Perfect.
Oh, he's like, what do you expect? I'm only 9 weeks old.
Oh, 9 weeks.
These people have run my butt off, and I've only known them for 4 days.
What are you doing? How to go-go? Yeah, battery died. Ready for round 2.
Now here's a vantage of Ceph that you don't often see. In the middle of the pond. Why? I dropped a bomb in the pond.
I did that with an outlaw once.
Cobra, Uno, and single-handedly ended the Spanish-American War in 1812.
Top. That's just
Yeah, we're gonna have to move that and ratchet strap it if it's gonna make the trip.
It is pretty neat. Or it just
This is a prelude of
No, I
shenanigans
think
to
I
come
want to go down the
tonight.
field with it on there. We're gonna
Why are they shooting off the ground? One wing down. He has to power off to cool the motor down.
Yeah. Come on. See, the wind shifted, so he's landing this way. Come on, let her settle. High and fast, let her settle.
That's not bad.